Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Arlecchino. Arlecchino was very serious when it came to your love life and the things that went on between you two. And of course, arguments between the two of you were bound to be serious as well. Arlecchino was not one to joke around, and she can get quite jealous. It's not that she thinks that anyone would take you away from her, or that you would cheat. She knows very well that wouldn't happen. But there has to be respect to the bond that the two of you have, to the relationship that you're in, and she finds that respect lacking. Mayan, you know that the most important thing to me is loyalty, and I am beginning to doubt yours. Well, Arlecchino, that would be your problem, because I haven't done anything to lose it, and I honestly don't get where you're coming from. You say, feeling upset that she was talking to you this way. But Arlecchino, she was not about to back out now. You think I didn't see you? The way you were talking with that woman, and the way that you wrapped your arms around her. I saw it all. And I know that my dear Ryan would never cheat on me. But I have an idea of my own, she said, and you suddenly felt shivers run down your spine, her gaze intense, and you knew something was going on with her, and there would be a response to whatever you had done to upset her. I shall teach you a lesson that you won't forget. This way, you will always remember where your loyalties lie, she said, and before you knew it, she was grabbing your wrist, twisting it, until you had let out a pained shriek of pain. She gave you a soft kiss then, looking into your eyes, her eyes piercing your own, almost tearing into your own soul. I guess you've learned your lesson now, right, my darling? And you could only nod, just registering what kind of mess that you'd gotten yourself into. Child. Child would not hurt you intentionally, because he is very lovely, and he would never want to cause harm to you. In fact, he is one of the most protective people that you could be with. Not to an overly protective degree, but he cares about you so much, and would treat you as gently as a flower. So, for him to hurt you, it means something must have happened. Something that was a little bit too much. He was in a soul legacy form, and he was hiding with monsters when you walked in on him. And in his haze, and his rather weird bloodlust whenever he's in this form, he had hurt you. And then he had only realized it a little bit too late, stopping and turning to his regular self, looking at you with wide eyes. Wait, Mayan, I didn't do that, did I? He said, a little bit of a shocked expression on his face, but seeing the way that you were nearly crying right now, he knew what happened, and he was terrified to his very core. I didn't mean to, Mayan. Please, give me a chance. I'll explain, he said, desperation clear within his voice. But you were already crying. He carried you within his arms. There was a lot he wanted to explain and many apologies that he wanted to say. But seeing as you were hurt, he needed to get you somewhere better now, and to treat the injury that you had, because those worries were not going to go away on their own, and he certainly did not want you bleeding like that. And he feels guilty, it's very clear. but he will try to avoid this happening in the future if you listen to him and his apology, because he certainly did not mean to do this to you. He didn't even notice that you were around. Scaramouche. Scaramouche was unsure why you were doing this, why you were tolerating him in the first place, when so many things were going wrong, and they would only continue going that way. He had no idea what he was able to do in a relationship like this. He wasn't able to change. So, why should he have you here with him and trap you and waste your time? That's why he decided to argue with you, to try and push you away, because frankly he saw himself as undeserving of your love and your time. He saw himself as someone who would not be able to change, at least not able to change enough for you. He had tried to tell you many times, but it's simply not enough for you, no matter what he had said, and no matter what he had told you. You really left him no choice, and this is why he was arguing with you today, yelling at you. But you were persisting, not seeing that he was arguing over the silliest of things. Wyan, you have to leave now. I don't want to be with you anymore, he said, and that's when you started crying, shaking your head. No, Scaramouche, you can't do that to me. Why would you say that? What did I do? You ask him, crying, because you don't understand what you'd done to him, why he was acting that way. But he just shook his head, telling you that he was not going to be with you any longer. And when you reached out to hold his hand, wanting him to look at you just one last time, wanting to see if there was something in his eyes that would tell you if he was lying, he shoved you away. But his eyes never met yours. This is the end of the road, Wyan. There is nothing called us anymore. And the sooner you know that, the sooner you will be able to feel better and understand. I am over this, and soon you will be as well. And that's all you got from him. The only thing remaining within your heart is hurt, confusion, and pain.